Oh, a very dark day in our history if we go back 11 years, the Marikana Massacre. Well, today thousands are expected to gather in the area to remember the fallen miners of that massacre. Police shooting and killing 34 striking workers on the 16th of August. 10 police officers, security guards and other workers were killed, leading up to one of the most tragic days in our democracy. We understand eNCA President Joseph Mutunjwa is also going to be addressing the gathering. Let's get a sense of what the plan is and what time everything starts, and I suppose more importantly what really has changed for the workers in the area. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila, hello to you. Aviwe, and behind you over your left shoulder, that iconic and devastatingly iconic copy where all of this played out all those years ago. What are we expecting today?
The infamous copy, you're right, Gareth, right behind me where some of those 34 mine workers' bodies were found after that shootout, of course, at the hands of the South African Police Service. Treacherous and elusive is the road to justice. I was told by Andries Ngome, who actually represents more than 200 of the mine workers that were either arrested or injured on the day. In fact, I want to catch up with some of them now to see what has changed and maybe the sentiments 11 years on to the day where that shooting happened by police. Let me start with you, Stambele Putwam. Thank you for joining us at eNCA. Xa kufika le mini intoni ethi qatha ku?
Xa kufika le mini kuba buhlungu kum. Ndikhumbula emva ukusuka nge-11 xa siqala ukuba sibulawe loba sifunela amalungelo wethu.
So it's a very emotional day for him. He tells us, Gareth, that he even dates back to the 11th when the killings actually started, going up to the 16th. Just to get a sense of indona nifunayo nina, you were among some of those that were arrested on the day. Indona nifunayo?
But we 11 years sidonsayo. Ndikhumbula besine case sivulile against uRamaphosa eCampaign. Into esicela besicela justice. Isincephezelo ukuthi kwisiganeko kwinto abayenzayo kubonakalisa ukuzisola into abasenzela yona. Xa ungakhangela singesithi sikhululekile kwityala besilidonsa nebhodi for 11 years eliphele ngoMarch. Indlela eliphele ngayo kuthiwe iNCA ine right yokulivusa. So asiyazi bizalivusa or izalenzani. So yezinye zezinto ke sithi singabanye sisajongene naloo nto leyo singazibalinga ingaphetha ilivusa elotyala elo ithi maliqhubekeke futhi.
So Xolani just telling us about the court battles and that the one thing that they want is justice. Similar sentiments, in fact, that were reiterated by Andries Ngome, who represents Xolani and more than 200 of the workers that were either shot or arrested on the day, saying that more than anything, they'd like some sort of apology coming from the president for his utterances ahead of the day. I'm going to bring in now the deputy president of the Association of Mine and Construction Workers Union. DP, thank you for joining us. We understand you were on the day also quite visible as eNCA when the shooting happened, and you've been, fighting for the workers here. Have they actually received what they were fighting for back in 2012 that led to the protest itself?
Not at all, not at all. 11 years down the line, we have not received what we have been fighting for. But however, we'll continue to fight until we get what we want. Yes, because what is important for us is that first there must be accountability. We want to know what happened, and we also want whoever is accountable here to come and apologize and tell us that who gave the instruction, because of this cannot just happen by itself. There has to be somebody behind the scene pulling the strings, and we want to know what happened, who gave them instruction. This thing cannot just happen by mere chance. There has to be people who actually gave that instruction. So as eNCA, we'll continue to fight and make sure that justice is done. And we'll continue to fight, make sure that workers got what they deserve, because we are mining platinum. And mining platinum is one of the precious metals. So we want to be paid according to the mineral that we mine.
And I was about to ask just on the remuneration. The fight back then, 11 years ago, was around 12,500 Rand minimum wage. Has that been achieved?
It has been achieved, but after 10 years, because the lowest paid employee now is sitting at 15,000, and which is not enough. Because if there was a call in 2012 for 12.5 and it's sitting at 15,000 now, it's a clear indication that it took us almost 10 to 11 years to get there. And we are still saying, let us be compensated the way, the hard work we actually deliver and the metal that we actually producing.
All right, thank you very much. That's the Deputy President of AMCU, of course, saying that that fight that they were fighting for back then hasn't been achieved. They still have a lot of questions that need to be answered. Who gave the orders for that massacre to happen? And in fact, we do know that this matter has been dealt upon in the courts, where we know that the one thing that they want in the majority is that some sort of apology, just a recognition, even from the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, on what had happened and just his utterances leading up to the day.
For the moment, Aviwe, thank you very much indeed. It's going to be an emotional day for the families of the loved ones who were lost, also those who were injured on the day. And as we remember, what was a very, very dark day in South Africa's history. We'll come back to you a little bit later for the official program getting underway.